Most angry persons, they have this trait, they are always fearful. And when a person is under fear for some time, he starts creating illusions. Yoga helps us arrive at such a state of neutrality. And with such a neutral heart, neutral mindset, one can become at least discriminative in a proper way. Discriminative in the sense you know what is right, what is wrong, what is cause, what is effect, what is beneficial, what is not beneficial, some fundamental things. And when each individual in the society becomes so discriminative in a positive way, then the society only improves because each one is sensitized to an individual flourishing, individual happiness, individual peace. And when such thing happens, each individual is happy, each individual is at peace. Imagine the world. And such simple things are possible with meditation. See, having people like you who meditates, your vibratory level, the way you would end up speaking later, will affect the others because this energy will go along with your voice. And whatsoever you touch will be affected in a positive way. Now, what happens when all the desires are fulfilled, for example, and you are at rest and say, oh wow, I'm doing okay, and you feel peaceful. Moment the desire is not fulfilled, what happens? You become restless. And that affects the next energy vortex. And if this restlessness continues because of non-fulfillment of desire, it turns into anger, and that anger settles also on a particular energy vortex which is somewhere here in the chest area. When this restlessness continues, anger also becomes very dominant. Continuous state of anger for days together, irritability together, affects the next energy vortex and makes you fearful. Most angry persons, they have this trait, they are always fearful. And when a person is under fear for some time, he starts creating illusions. So there is an energy vortex also, which is full of discrimination when it is in a positive trait, or it can become full of illusion when it remains under the fear, elongated fear, fear for longer time. When you succumb to this illusion, you lose the ability to discriminate things, which is the mental process. So you can see how small things, atomic changes in our life, or our responses to small atomic changes in life affects our mind, and how the health of the mind, positive or negative, affects our physical health. So, what do you learn from all this? Just as I don't like to be criticized, would the other person like my criticism? So, I had to learn from that I should stop this habit of criticizing others when I myself don't like to be criticized. There is no solution or a remedy when others criticize you. But at least I have control over myself. I can try to become less of a critic of others' actions and thoughts and their work. So this is the learning we can have, and take others' criticism in a positive spirit, as if through this criticism I am able to correct myself. Thoughts and feelings have a life of their own, as do words and actions. Their impact is far reaching, influencing not only oneself but also many others. Moods and emotions affect the surroundings, either positively or negatively. Thoughts and feelings create energy fields that can be as destructive as tsunamis or can be evolutionary. It depends on us. If a child behaves in a particular way, show them the positive way. Instead of telling them, don't speak lie, tell them the benefits of speaking the truth. Reinforce the positive. Don't remind them of negative. See, just as you say how to remove stress. No, don't say that. Just say how to remain at peace, how to remain calm. Don't remind them of negative. See, so I would recommend that during these tough times, negative times, instead of getting bogged down with all negativity and anxiety and stress, it is better to look at this and see how I can take up this opportunity and spring up into a next level of creativity, and see how well done meditation. Do it exactly for 1 hour and see how it takes you.
There is always a reason behind something that is to happen. So you close your eyes and find it and try to remove it altogether. If a person is capable of thinking negatively and negative thing happens, you're also bestowed with the ability of thinking positively and make a difference. If your moods are going to go off every now and then it's a very sad thing. You have to cheer up a little bit, look life positively. See? Pray to God, see?